Okay, let's go.
Hi y'all, I'm Redheaded Neighbor and welcome today to the channel. So I got a comment the other day after I had reacted to Subdivisions, and it was a more modern reaction. And this person was saying that they're like, don't take offense at this. It was a good reaction, but this was, Getty's voice was not what it once was here, and I kind of feel like, basically you're not really getting the whole feel for the song. And there were a couple of things in that I wanted to address. Number one, I think that's a perfectly fair and legitimate thing to bring up in a comment section. Number one, this person brought it up very respectfully. I feel like they were I've had some people, not necessarily Rush fans, I've had a couple, but most people come in super respectfully and were like, yeah, it's not my favorite performance of it. I like the vocal style better, and or I didn't feel like the energy was so much in this one. That's fair. Those are all very fair things that I feel like fans can say, especially to a new fan, and I appreciated that. So since I've just recently reacted to that, I thought that I would check it out again. Now, here is one of the things. I have not been historically a fan of the old Getty's voice so much. I have got different ears now, I will tell you that. But to me, for the longest time, his vocals, especially in these older sounds, were just very shrill, and it was not something I enjoyed. So when I have reacted to these later things and his voice has gotten a little bit deeper, something that a lot of fans are not real crazy about, I actually like that. I kind of like the way that he sounds. He still sounds like himself, but just a little bit deeper. But I understand the argument for it. And so I think that's completely fair. So I'm going to check it out again. And once again, I very much appreciate respectful discourse and, talking about things. I mean, sometimes y'all might be way over my head, though, with stuff that I don't know what you're talking about. But this I can understand. And because I've had another comment that they felt like that particular performance had a little bit of lag in it. Like it didn't have the original amount of energy or maybe passion for the story, because I don't know. But so I'm just going to do this original Vivo version. Sorry, I talked a lot here. Babies. Oh. You know what? Just now, in this version, I caught something I didn't catch on the first. This is so smartly worded. Get caught in ticking traps and start to dream of somewhere to relax their restless flight. Oh yeah, to relax their restless flight. Yeah. Always moving, never having a stopping place. Out of a memory of lighted streets on quiet nights. And you know what? For an older video, it was really a good video. All right, so my thoughts on it. I thought the comments that I heard were fair. I stand by my first one. I do still really love that performance. I think it was wonderful, and I don't think that the people that commented thought it was bad at all. I think it was just out of love for this original piece and the way it sounded. And I do hear the difference. And I loved Getty's voice in it. So yeah, it actually makes me feel really good. But yeah, so I do feel like this piece, this performance, there was a different kind of brightness to it. There was a different level of energy to it. And I do feel like a lot of it is maybe because they were bringing a concept, you know, not just purely about the musicality of it or the way that he was going to be able to hit notes, but I think there was probably an excitement for making a statement during the time as well. But yeah, no, y'all, I appreciate because I didn't consider it a critique of me, and I didn't consider it a critique of Rush. I just thought that someone was making a really good point. And yeah, don't be afraid to say stuff in the comments. I mean, we'll either agree or we won't agree. And as long as it's respectful and like I said, nearly everybody, 99.9% of Rush fans have been so cool and so nice. And, so I really appreciate that. I appreciate Rush, this music, the fan base, the way y'all are able to tell me things to watch for when I'm listening to Rush, because that is something, because I feel like when something is so different, you kind of learn how to hear them. And honestly, I think I just had to grow up in a lot of ways, and kind of get past being in a subdivision, honestly. So yeah, it's great. Thank you so much for joining me here, and thank y'all for being so great. Y'all are wonderful.